For nearly 2 decades, the Attleboro Council on Human Rights has been working to celebrate and promote diversity of all kinds within the city of Attleboro. In the past, the Council has worked towards this goal by sponsoring community events and promoting the discussion of diverse issues within the community. The Council is currently looking for new members to join the organization, and we spoke with organizer Juliet Texera to find out more about the Council.
We're a group of diverse residents, and we are concerned about, I would say, human rights in the city, but we're really about promoting diversity. And this council was established in the mid-90s. In the early 1990s, there had been a few very overt racist incidents that happened in the city. Actually, it wasn't just that they were racist incidents, they were violent incidents. We had racist graffiti going up. We had somebody who got attacked by skinheads, and there were citizens from the area who came together to work on some of those issues, you know, to prevent those kinds of issues. And at that time, there were sort of two schools of thought in the community. Some people thought you just had to be silent on those issues, and if you were silent, they would go away. But there were people who, like myself, who thought you have to actually address those issues. And addressing them isn't always a confrontation, but it's also bringing it up, educating people, and just being open about those issues, talking about it. It's not going to go away if you don't. And there was a group that formed. It was a group of individuals called the Human Rights Action Committee, and they were around for a few years. But one of the big things that they did was work to establish this Council on Human Rights. And at the time, they worked with the then mayor, Judy Robbins, as well, to get this council established. And so that's a little bit of the history. Besides trying to promote diversity and understanding among different races, cultures, different age groups, all kinds of things, we're also looking at issues that prevent people from living together, I would say, harmoniously. So having events where somebody might learn about some different cultures is one way of promoting diversity, so people learn.
Diversity is the key issue in all these little towns. I shouldn't call them all little, but anything north or south of Boston. And you do have a percentage of a diverse population, and sometimes they feel isolated or feel that their voice won't get heard or don't know where to go to. So basically that's what the council is geared to, providing a voice for everyone. The mentally disabled, kids in school that feel, you know, I know the school in the state of Massachusetts has their own programs, but you get a lot of kids that are not popular among their peer group. We listen to everyone. You know, there are always issues, and I believe Martin Luther King said, silence is the biggest tool of evil. And people need to know that they don't have to be silent, that there's a place to go to speak up.
We've usually had one kind of event almost every year. So one year a few years ago, we did an event called Breaking Bread, where we had different people come and bring breads from their different cultures. And we met at the Attleboro Museum, and we had some different speakers, and actually it was just sort of a round table where people talked about where they were from, their ancestors, where they were from, what brought them to Attleboro. That's just one example of something we did.
A lot of it has been events. A lot of it is awareness. We worked with the Literacy Center, and they had a wonderful program called Becoming American, and basically it was the Latino story in America, the history of Latinos, the struggle, I guess, to become citizens. It's just inspiring people to tell their story, to tell their history. I would say to enlighten those that don't know any better or just don't know the history of anyone.
another thing that we actually do is that when people have problems, if they're having problems, whether it's related to something in their housing situation or they feel that they're being discriminated against, they can come to us for some assistance. So we have a process where we have a form, we'll do an intake form, find out what the issue is, and we try to help them get that problem resolved. For example, if somebody feels they have some housing discrimination issues going on, or it could be something else, something related to discrimination, they can contact and leave a message for us, like at City Hall. And one of us will contact them, and we have a questionnaire. We will ask them some questions. We will invite them to a meeting to talk about their issue. And, you know, we're going to offer some suggestions on some things that they can do.
All the information, if you click on commissions and charter groups on the City Hall, City of Attleboro website page, you click on us and you get all the information you need. We even have a incident form that you can download and fill out and send to us. Or just like I said, write a letter, care of the City Hall, Attleboro Council on Human Rights, 77 Park Street.